I'm a simple nerd, man. The more things that light up, the happier I am. Oh my word. We we have all the lights. Oh, it's a Christmas tree, dude. What the frick? Someone just like pressed all the buttons on the elevator and we're going to every floor possible. What? That is so cool. What's going on, YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do? And I have a lot of cool things in my apartment. And this arrived. Okay, well, unfortunately, the tape is tearing it apart. But this is something that I ordered because I thought it was really cool. Now, I definitely debated on whether I should even make a video of this or not, whether it would be something people want to see. But I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm going to play with this. This might not even be a video that I edit and post, but I'm still going to play with it and try it out. Basically, you plug cables into it, and it tells you like what all that cable can do. And I ordered a bunch of stuff. From them. This is an adapter so that I can have full size to mini and micro to full size. And it came with cases. Here's a little board. So you plug USB-A, you plug USB-C, and it tells you what all it does. I ordered this stuff. I live in the United States and it was in a different currency. I'm not even 100% sure how much I paid, but I ordered all this because I thought they were cool tools to figure out a lot of different things. So this one is HDMI to HDMI. So you will be able to tell if that has Ethernet and audio and like all bunch of, it just basically tells you a lot about a cable. Oh, and it tells you what type of HDMI, if it's newer than 1.4 or older than 1.3. Oh, that's super cool. And this is the one I ordered that I wanted the most, but since shipping was kind of expensive because it came from another country, I figured, you know, if I ever want these other things, I might as well order them now. It's kind of a problem I have. But this is the one that was the most important to me. This is USB-C to USB-C. That's why it's called C2C. And it tells you, oh my gosh, so much stuff. All right, so this little board right here, I'll put the battery in. These are little cases. Came with the user manual for the A2C, for the C2C, and the HDMI. So it's got a really helpful manual here that tells you all of the useful LED combinations. Oh my word, that is insane. A neat little picture. All right, I had to take a quick little break to find the wrong tool that still gets this little screw out because it blocks the battery from going in. All right, so now we got the correct battery in there. So like this little in cable came with a power bank. I basically just want to see what happens. Like, to me, you know, I'm a simple nerd, man. The more things that light up, the happier I am. So, oh, it's so short. This may be a problem. All right, so that is super freaking awesome. So we can see that we have 2 lights missing, a light missing, 2 lights missing, a bunch of lights missing here. So that's more lights, more better. Oh man. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 altogether. Okay, this cable is 240 watts by Basius. I'm expecting to see more lights than what I just saw. Interesting. Okay, so we have completely different lights now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. All right, I've had this cable for a while. I believe it's a Thunderbolt cable. I'm not quite sure. I know it does display. Oh my word. we we have all the lights. Except for 3. But yeah, that's pretty nutty. That's a lot of lights. Like, so this is a more better cable. This is my most best cable yet. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'll have one that lights up all of them. All right, this is an Anker 6-foot 100-watt cable. And yeah, we have lots of lights, but not all of them. So we're missing these 2, this one, these 2, these 3, these 2, these 2. So I'm just gonna keep trying different cables. I have a lot of these awesome little short, not short, but like 3-foot Bassius 100-watt cables. I want to see if there's more lights than what we saw on the Anker one. So I believe there's more on this side, but less on this side for the Bassius 100-watt cable. TX plus 1. So here it shows that the TX is the second high-speed data, USB 3 and 4 or alternate mode. Sideband, not used for USB, USB 2 data. So 5 volts, 48, cable ground. I really don't know what I'm looking at. I have no idea what I'm currently doing. But this is really cool. I know my tester I've been using in a lot of my videos shows the CC1, CC2. Have no idea what that stuff means. This is super freaking cool. All right, I have a lot of cables, and I'm trying to find my 140-watt cable now. These are my newest ones through UAG. Let's see what UAG does. More lights, more better. Less lights, less better. Okay, so similar amount of lights. So 2, 3, or 4. 2, 2, 2, 1. So I'm counting the missing ones. This is one of my thicker cables by Anker. Not sure what this one does. Oh, it's a Christmas tree, dude. What the frick? Someone just like pressed all the buttons on the elevator and we're going to every floor possible. What? That is so cool. So we're only missing 3 lights with this freaking cable here. Wow. All right, we got to try this simple little Apple cable. I don't expect many things to light up here. Okay, so we've got about half of them lit up. You can see which ones are missing. 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. All right, I got these new cables. This was my first company that sent me I can't remember if I purchased or I don't know, but I believe I bought the power adapters that came with cables that had little displays on them, and it got me started into this every cable must have a display phase of my life. And then I saw they released a newer version, which was these 140-watt cables, and you know I purchased a few of them. I already have some that are open, and I've got one more that's still unopened. Ooh, now I'm curious what this little display is going to do. All right, so we've got a decent amount of lights there, but not all of them. And the display didn't turn on, so interesting. Okay, so one of my favorite cables is this thing right here. It's got a display in the middle. I know it's a powerful cable. Let's see what all options we got when we plug this thing in. Okay, the standard set of lights that I keep seeing on most of the cables so far. All right, I think I've done playing with this one for now, but it's pretty cool, and I can see now that I have 2 cables so far that I tested that have almost everything filled on here. In fact, I do want to test and see. So on this Anker cable, I'm missing the D-, the D+. CC2 is lit, but barely. It is lit though. Okay, so I'm missing 2 of them. With this cable, I think I'm missing different ones. Yeah, it's about time for a new camera. It just will not focus at all. It won't focus, but we're missing the CC1 is barely lit, but it is lit. And the D+ and D- on this side is missing. So I wonder if it's because of the... So what if I change this around? Okay, so it still stays missing on that side. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. It's just missing on the left and the other one's missing on the right. So now I kind of want cables that fill all the lights. All right, I'm not going to spend nearly as long on this one right here, but I do want to try this Amazon Basics older cable here. Okay, we have, looks like all the lights. And for some reason, it's lit up on both here. So I haven't read into it, but that's interesting. Now, this cable came with one of my monitors that I bought on Black Friday. Okay, so it's doing the same thing. So it's got all the lights. All right, and the one that I don't have that much of a use for, because I don't own very many of these anymore, is USB-A to USB-C. I literally only bought this long one here so I could plug in this into my Xbox and this into my controller. So that's the only reason I even have it. All right, I can tell that we have all the lights on this side, but none of the lights on this side. Interesting. When you just do one, it shows a little light there. I've got this neat USB-A to USB-C cable. It claims to do up to 6 amps. It's got a little display on it. Okay, so the difference with this one is we do have a little light. It's dim, but it is lit. So it does have a ground or GND DR. And we have a light on both sides. There's 2 there. And I've got this little no-name short guy here. All right, I've only got light on one side here. The other one had both. All 4 of these are lit, and then this one's lit right there. And then my power bank came with this USB-A to USB-C. All right, similar story, all 4 lights. 1 light on the left. No light down here. So this is one of the better cables. All right, and I'm going to test one more, and then I'm going to end this video. So this is a USB-A to USB-C. It is an Anchor cable. I believe it's an older one. I'm not quite sure. All right, so we have 4 lights. We have 1 light here, and then we have 1 light here. So some of my cables have 2 lights here. So I'm assuming 2 lights is better than 1 light. Of course, I have too many cables and too little time to go through and check every one of these. Oh, I do want to test this one. This one's a Nintendo. This is an official USB-A to USB-C Nintendo cable. All right, we got 4 on the left, and then we got 1 on the right there, and then we got the ground. So that's typical. All right, before I end this video, which has gotten a little bit longer, sorry about that, I do want to throw a case on here. All right, so these things are super freaking cool, and it's a way to tell whether a cable has features that you wouldn't be able to know otherwise. This is super freaking awesome, and I paid for these with my own money. I used PayPal, and it did like the currency change thing. I believe I spent over $100 for shipping, because shipping was... I wanted to get shipping that had tracking, and it was the more expensive shipping, so... Whatever. I paid for this with my own money, and I think this is pretty cool. And maybe you do too. I don't know. Maybe one of these suits your purpose, and you want to know whether your USB-C cables have all of their cool stuff, or whether your HDMI cables have everything, or your USB-A to USB-C cables. Which ones should you throw away? I think this is going to help me get rid of some cables and keep only the ones that have the most useful features. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. This is What Would Josh Do? And I'm out.